Clip
making her
1.
the first
Welcome
athlete
back,
since Michael
my dear
Jordan to
viewers.
get their own
I'm back with
signature
another very
basketball
interesting
from
and
Wilson.
informative
She
video that
also
I hope you
becomes the
will
first
enjoy.
WNBA
Make sure
player
you
to
stay
get
with
her
me until
own
the very
signature
end because you will
basketball
not
from
want to
Wilson.
miss what comes next. So, without wasting any more time, let's get right into today's video. This is where it all begins, with a huge change that shocked the entire sports world. It was not because of a buzzer-beater shot or a viral video. The greatest basketball player of all time, Michael Jordan, just made Caitlin Clark an offer that nobody saw coming. Nobody expected this. Not sports insiders, not experts, and not even the WNBA. Because this was much bigger than just a sponsorship deal or a simple meeting. It had the power to completely change the way women's professional sports could be built in the future because it was so different and powerful. Jordan offered Caitlin Clark her own team. That's right. Her very own team. The whole sports world stopped and paid attention. This was not just an idea or a rumor. So, what does it really mean when the GOAT looks at a young player and says, "Let's build an empire together"? This was Michael Jordan, the billionaire businessman, reaching out to the biggest name in women's basketball and inviting her into the world of ownership. Not a sponsorship, not advice, but ownership. This was the kind of offer that almost never happens. And Caitlin Clark could be the person who opens a door that no other female basketball player has ever been able to open before. This was not about feelings or emotions. This was about a smart plan. In Caitlin Clark, Jordan saw something special and impossible to ignore. He saw her as a powerful brand, a movement, and someone with a huge future ahead. Jordan is not only a basketball legend, he is also someone who knows how to find big opportunities and take action before everyone else notices them. He is not just giving her a team. He is giving her a chance to build a legacy. And after this offer, everything started to change. The WNBA is not just improving, it is entering a new era because this partnership could help the entire league, not only Caitlin Clark. Every young girl watching this can see that they do not have to limit themselves to just playing sports. They can also enter fashion, entertainment, business, and much more. But this was only the beginning. Jordan's ownership of the Charlotte Hornets showed his business skills. The Jordan brand alone makes more than $5 billion every year. The man knows how to win. This is not only about power. It is about having a vision. Jordan did not make this offer to just any player. He found someone who could continue a legacy and create a new one at the same time. He became famous around the world, learned how to build winning teams, and studied how to manage a franchise. His experience is like a guidebook for controlling any type of business, team, or industry. Now, he is ready to bring that same mindset to the WNBA. Jordan has a unique view because he has been both a legendary athlete and a successful businessman. He understands what it takes to become successful and create something that lasts forever. That is why this moment is so important. He does not only see Caitlin as a superstar. He sees her as a founder, a brand, a person who can shake things up, and someone who can bring a young league into the spotlight like never before. He has already changed franchises, shoes, and sports culture. Now, he is making a huge bet on Clark. Business leaders will watch. Investors will watch. Networks will watch how everything changes. When Jordan makes a move, markets pay attention. And this decision could have effects far beyond women's basketball. But what is it about Caitlin Clark that made Jordan take such a big risk? If you enjoy this content, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Believe it or not, more than 83% of viewers have not subscribed yet. It is free and only takes a second, but it means a lot to us. So, have you subscribed already? Great. Thank you so much for your support. Now, let's get back to the video. Clark just did something that no athlete has done since Michael Jordan. She is not just talented, she is a complete phenomenon. She did not just make headlines during her first season, she changed what those headlines looked like. Caitlin Clark helped bring the WNBA from being overlooked into the center of attention with sold-out arenas and record-breaking television numbers. Millions of people are watching every game. Her jerseys are selling quickly, and social media is constantly talking about her. She is not only enjoying success, she is building a powerful brand right in front of everyone's eyes. Her impact is so big that numbers alone cannot explain it. This is about her influence on culture. Caitlin Clark is a movement, a dream for marketers, and a major media event all at once. Sponsors are reaching out, networks are making deals, and both new and old fans are showing up in larger numbers because of her. She is not just raising the standard. She is changing what people believe is possible. This is not just a short moment. This is a major transformation. Her presence has changed the way the WNBA markets itself. Jordan sees this too. He understands the power, the future, and the money that can come from working with a player who can change an entire market. Clark does not need just any team to play for. Jordan is ready to help give her the team she deserves. The future of the WNBA is no longer a question. The real question is, how far can Caitlin Clark take it? Because if her first season is any sign, the possibilities are unlimited. She has already proven that women's sports can be successful, popular, and powerful around the world. And now, with Jordan supporting her, we are about to see just how big her influence can become. This is where things become even more interesting. The idea of a player owning a team is not just new, it is something that could change everything. Imagine the league's biggest star becoming one of its owners. By connecting success on the court with business success, this could create a new time where athletes become business owners, leaders, and powerful figures, not just players. Michael Jordan is opening this new path for Caitlin Clark. He is changing the old system where athletes are often used by the organizations they help build. This means you do not just belong to the system, you can own part of it. This means the WNBA does not have to copy the NBA. Giving Clark ownership means giving her real power. And this kind of change would not stay quiet. People would notice through headlines and conversations. This is not just a dream. It is a real plan that could happen. Jordan has already walked this road. He understands the business fights, money challenges, and legal problems that come with ownership. He knows how hard it is to earn a place at the decision-making table. That is why he is not just giving her an opportunity. He is building a platform, creating a powerful position, and showing other female athletes what could be possible. And if this works, it will affect much more than basketball. It could change sports forever. The NFL, MLB, and MLS would all be watching closely. Because if Clark and Jordan succeed, player ownership could become the new standard across sports leagues. When someone like Jordan steps forward and joins forces with the league's biggest star, the WNBA may have no choice but to change or risk being left behind by the old system where NBA teams or private investors control everything. Athletes everywhere will start asking why they cannot own a piece too. And we should not forget that this could push the WNBA to grow even faster. Caitlin Clark's rise has proven that one player can help lift an entire league. So why should she not have a role in shaping it? This is not only about ownership. It is about fairness. It is about matching influence with control. And additionally, the WNBA must give players like Clark a real part in the game if it wants them to stay fully invested both physically and emotionally. This means changing some rules, creating better partnerships, and building a system that understands what modern athletes need today. Nike and the Jordan brand are also major parts of this whole situation. Their involvement could make this partnership even stronger because they have billions of dollars in worldwide earnings and a marketing system that reaches almost every corner of the sports world. Global promotions, special clothing, and famous shoes could all be powered by Jordan's brand history and Clark's incredible rise. Just imagine it. Fans wearing Clark's famous Jordans filling arenas, worldwide tours, Netflix shows, documentaries, and so many more possibilities. The timing is also perfect because Nike has recently been focusing more on supporting women's sports. This is not just about two brands working together. This is a smart and powerful strategy. Nike's platform could help Clark's voice and influence reach places far beyond basketball. Jordan also knows exactly how to turn opportunities into success. He used the Nike swoosh to build an empire. Now, he could use that same power to help Clark build hers. Together, they could become unstoppable. A business legend and a basketball superstar joining forces. Not just because of their names, but because they have a bigger purpose. But here is the most interesting part. The Jordan brand is not only about selling shoes. It sells stories. It sells legends. And Caitlin Clark has everything needed to become the next major sports icon. She has worldwide attention, determination, and incredible talent. Jordan has the history, the plan, and the resources to make it happen. This is not only about creating a brand. This is about creating a legend. Clark would not just be a logo on a shoe. She would represent a mission, a message, a movement, and something that lives on the feet of children everywhere. Think about what that could mean for future generations. A young girl watches Clark dominate the court while wearing her own signature shoes, knowing that the woman on the billboard controls the game she plays. That is much bigger than simple motivation. That is real change. That kind of cultural impact can completely change people's dreams. It tells young athletes that they do not have to just follow the system. They can create their own path. Jordan's brand was built exactly for this type of change. At the same time, Nike's growing support for women's sports is not only about getting attention. It is also about business. They see where things are going. They see the record sales, the huge ratings, and the growing fan interest. And Caitlin Clark is leading that movement. Jordan could help transform Nike's women's basketball division and create not only a signature shoe, but an entire new era. Other companies will follow too. Adidas and Puma will try to catch up. Everyone will chase what Jordan and Clark create first. That is the power of being the first. That is the advantage of having a vision. Every announcement, sponsorship deal, and sold-out shoe changes the story even more. Supporting women's basketball is not charity. It is a smart investment. Because here is the truth. Jordan did not only see Caitlin Clark's basketball talent. He saw a young superstar who could change the world if she had the right tools. And now, he believes she has those tools, influence, ownership, and a powerful platform. He is not just watching the future of basketball happen. He is helping create it. And a move this big sends waves across the entire sports world. Small talks are turning into serious conversations. Conversations are becoming meetings inside NBA ownership groups. WNBA offices are paying attention. Wall Street, ESPN, and everyone else are asking the same question. If Caitlin Clark can own part of her own team, what does that mean for everyone else? For every female athlete who was once told to stay in their place, what does this mean? The answer is simple: those old limits are disappearing. Not when someone like Clark is changing the rules in real time. Not when Jordan is beside her, bringing his name, brand, and history into a new vision for sports. They are not just changing who can play. They are changing who can own. And that completely changes the entire system. But we should not pretend there will be no resistance. There will be people who protect the old ways. There will be traditional thinkers and powerful people who made money from keeping things the same. They will not like this change. They may call it a risk, a distraction, or just a temporary trend. But here is the interesting part. They know exactly why it is dangerous to them. Deep down, they understand what is happening. The balance of power is moving. The old system is being challenged. But Jordan and Clark are not waiting for permission. They are creating a new example step by step. And every move makes the old system weaker. Every article, viral post, sold-out game, and business deal pushes back against the idea that women's sports are less valuable, less exciting, or less important. That old belief is slowly disappearing. And this partnership could be the final moment that proves it wrong. The timing could not be more perfect. Caitlin Clark is right at the center of everything. As college athletes take advantage of new opportunities, as female athletes finally receive more attention, and as more money enters women's sports than ever before, she is not just making money from herself. She is building a future where she becomes a decision maker, not just a player. And if this vision becomes real, the changes will happen quickly. Ownership models will start changing. Leagues will have to rethink how they treat their biggest stars. Young athletes will begin asking for more than just salaries. They will ask about building their own brands. Future college players may stop asking, "What team should I play for?" and start asking, "What kind of future can I create?" This is much bigger than Caitlin Clark. It is bigger than Michael Jordan. This is about changing women's sports from the inside and showing the world that investing in female athletes is not only the right thing to do, but also a smart business decision. It is about creating more wealth, more opportunities, and more influence for future generations. Not 5 years from now. Not after the next big agreement. But right now. And if you still wonder whether this is real history or just another big story, think about this. When was the last time Michael Jordan supported something he did not truly believe in? When was the last time he invested in someone who did not have huge potential? He is not playing around. He is building another legacy. And Caitlin Clark could become the example that changes the future. This is not just another headline. So get ready. This could be the start of a major revolution. The kind of story people tell their children about. The kind of moment that gets its own documentary years later. The kind of change that affects not only sports, but society itself. And it all begins with one simple idea: see what happens when you give a woman the keys to create something great. The truth is, this is bigger than business. This is a cultural change. Because when you combine branding, ownership, and athletic greatness, you do not just change a league. You change the entire conversation. You challenge what people believe about women's sports, female athletes, and the future of competition. Every time Jordan and Clark sit together and make decisions, they are not just making news. They are creating history. This is bigger than basketball. This is about changing professional sports, rebuilding the system with women having more control, and proving to the world that female athletes are not only ready for attention, but ready to lead. And when everything settles, one thing will become clear. A new era is coming. Not only for the WNBA. Not only for Caitlin Clark. But for sports everywhere. Because when Michael Jordan believes in someone, people pay attention. And when that person is Caitlin Clark, the entire game changes. Before you leave, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed the content. Your support means a lot and helps me continue making better and more informative videos for you. Every like, comment, and subscription helps the channel grow. Thank you for being part of this amazing community. I'll see you in the next video.